Hey everyone, welcome to DKFC, where we're talking English Premier League. My name is Wade McElwain. I'm the U.S. Sports Ambassador for DraftKings. I'm joined by Andy Davies, Jamie Hinks, and Tyrone Atkins. Right now we're talking about the English Premier League. What have we learned so far? DraftKings has just launched here in the UK, and all of these guys have learned to play around with the format, play around with the app, and have a lot of fun. Tyrone, let me start with you. What have you learned so far in playing DraftKings?
Wade, I learned this the hard way. Coming into DraftKings, and I know Andy is the same as me, we went in thinking, well, if we're going to pick an 11, right, we're going to start with a solid defence. Right? Oh, yeah. We're going to get a solid defence. We're going to get we're going to get Vincent Kompany in there who can really, block a good ball and can read the game well and play the ball out a little bit. Or maybe even John Terry. Yeah, maybe him.
No, I would never.
All right, maybe.
Maybe Scott Dan. Let's go.
No, I'm not going to say.
Let's go with Scott Dan, eh?
Let's keep this in the realm of reality.
Toby Alderweireld. There you go.
Arneveld's really good, or you mean Van der Voort, the other guy is Van der Voort. Vertonghen. So loads of good centre backs. I was ploughing loads of them. Gary Cahill came out from the wilderness. I threw him in
My
there.
first team, I had 8 centre backs.
Yeah, you did. And I thought I thought it was cagey.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a very cagey move.
They're going to concede.
Well, in hindsight, time will explain.
But I soon found out that towering, strong centre-backs like Wes Morgan and Vertonghen and the others, they score very little points because what we look for at DraftKings is offensive moves. We are looking for dribbles, ground-made, crosses flying in, and the like, and beating players. Those are attributes that are more at home with fullbacks. So I learned very quickly that you must pick fullbacks if you're picking a defence because they are point scorers. But yes, sadly I didn't know that for the first couple of weeks, and so that was a sore lesson, well learned. And I only found out when every time that Andy and I picked a centre-back, Jamie here would be laughing and chuckling.
All right, you're pointing at Jamie. Jamie's had a little bit more experience. Jamie, what are the lessons you've learned, obviously, with these sort of new guys that are playing? Obviously, everyone in the UK picking up DraftKings. What are sort of lessons you've learned in this, explaining it?
I pick too many Palace players, I think, is one of my main lessons that I've learned, and especially one man, Emmanuel Adebayor. I've managed. He scored 1 goal. I've championed his cause every single bloody week.
Have you learned this lesson though?
No, I haven't. I will still be picking him next match day against West Ham at the bowling ground.
Right.
No, I won't.
You won't. No.
Well, I probably will. But also, just spending way too much on players that never do it. Like I've had Aguero so many times where he hasn't scored any goals, and I've spent the 9,000 when I could have easily bought, like, I don't know, when Harry Kane was a bit cheaper for like 7,700, and then had the extra 2,000 to spend elsewhere and get better players. But yeah, I think mainly that, and mainly just completely devaluing certain stats such as tackles and stuff like that, which I never bother to. I don't look at enough when you can get a lot of value out of someone like Kante, a Drinkwater, who also chip in with goals and assists every so often. So yeah, mainly Adebayor, but with a little bit of that.
Adebayor, also just make sure choosing guys from your favorite team, very difficult thing. Andy, how about you? What have you learned from DraftKings so far been playing this year?
Well, I've learned not to pick Newcastle players. That was a given. But yeah, sort of going back to picking the sides, I found I always wanted to try and spend that 50,000 and hit the max, thinking if I spend all of it, it'll just help me. Then I'd always find myself in that position where all of the money I have left is for Gianoli Mbula of Stoke. So I end up picking him up, and he does nothing again, despite him having a really good debut. So yeah, it's to sort of think about it all the way through the team, and don't just think, right, when you get the red X's, you can't afford it. Mbula will do. There we go, pick him. Because it never, ever, that is always guaranteed to be your worst player. So think about it right the way through to the bitter end, and if you end up with a little bit of dosh left over, there you go.
That's it. You've heard the lessons from these guys. They've just been playing DraftKings just over a month, and hopefully you have been as well. Go ahead, download the app, play with your friends, play for fun. It's a great skill game to learn sports. Have fun. Welcome to the big time.